Yeah.
In that perspective. But anyways, that's the mental health
Yo, you
thing.
know
But
what's crazy now? I was noticing, like, I'm like, damn, yo, like, especially the young boys today that's like 14, 15, 16 that's rapping.
mhm.
If you notice, those kids are getting popular really young and so fast. But then I remember, I'm like, when I was their age, it wasn't that easy to make a record.
Nah.
It wasn't that easy to just put auto-tune
Equipment
on.
wasn't that,
It wasn't that up
the
to date.
quality.
You still had to burn CDs. You still had to pass out CDs. It wasn't even downloading at the time. Like, to make a song, like when I was 14, 15, 16, whatever it was, you go to the studio, you'll be lucky if the engineer know how to work auto-tune.
Right.
The shit just wasn't as fast, as up to par. Instagram wasn't out yet.
Well, you got to remember, like,
You know what I
okay,
mean?
you want to be a
Social
rapper?
media.
You want to be a rapper nowadays? Go get $130 Blue Yeti.
Yeah,
Connect that shit. It's a USB mic. Connect that shit.
Yep.
Turn on your fucking garage band or whatever the
And
fuck.
that's it.
And just hit record.
Yeah.
And you can drag and drop. Everything
That's
is
what
so
makes it,
easy,
that's
man.
another way what makes everything easy. You literally can own everything now. Before, you used to have to find a studio.
Yeah.
Literally.
Pay studio time. I
Yeah.
remember seeing all that struggle. I
Yeah.
remember going through that
You
when we
remember that
went through
shit,
Smooth
bro?
Project and all your shit.
Yeah.
And I saw, we don't have the quality. We don't have the
Yeah.
quality. Like right there is an Apollo. Right
Yeah.
there. An Apollo's fucking $1,500.
Exactly.
It's not getting used right now because
Yeah.
it's better technology right
Yeah,
now.
right
It's crazy.
now it literally is,
And
bro.
it's cheaper now. Everything is cheaper. And look at the shit we got to do this podcast.
Bro, I remember my dad buying the KRK speakers when they first came out. You know, the yellow, everybody was getting from the rip. And it's like, it was like $500 each speaker.
Right.
Now you can get the fucking KRKs for like $125.
Bro, I remember getting my income tax and telling my wife, I was like, babe, I'm gonna go buy these speakers. I'm gonna get all this equipment. She like, for what? What you doing that for?
Uh-huh.
We building a studio in my brother's basement, yada yada yada. No, bro, I spent like it was like $1,800 on equipment that we spent, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was heated. She wasn't happy. Like, what the fuck? We trying to buy a house. Like, you worried about this fucking speakers that, right? And I'm thinking like, oh man, we're gonna get these speakers and we're gonna be rich because we're gonna make the greatest music ever. And to me, it was the shit.
Yeah.
Everybody else was like, me,
Yeah, yeah.
me. You know what I'm saying? So just going through that process and seeing that shit and seeing these kids now like make it and how easy it is and
they make it. That's all it is, really. That's the answer. Like, you see these kids coming up and making it. It's like the answer is just everything just got easier. Everything
find a way to get a blue check and you on.
Yeah, that's it, bro. It ain't nothing.
Find a way to get a blue check, whether it's on Instagram or Twitter. You got over X amount of followers. You can do the swipey thing up with fucking Instagram.
Yeah, with the promotion shit.
Right.
You could pay out. Before you used to have to worry about distribution deals and shit. Now you can literally pay $100 to TuneCore and they'll distribute that shit on your own. Like, it's just everything. Like, the middleman is getting cut out little by little by little.
But you know what's
little,
crazy?
You know?
That's getting cut out in that industry, in the music industry? The money. Because if you look at it as an artist in the 2000s, you were making so much money. Like, you were getting $2 an album. You sell 1 million albums, you got $2 million. That's for your pocket. That's not including what you made on tour, what you made on merch.
Yeah.
Right? Now you got these deals, right, that somebody plays your song on YouTube. YouTube gives you like 0.00002 cents or some shit like that. And I'm just fucking winging it. I don't know. Fucking Tidal, I think, is one of the ones that gives you the most, but not that many people have Tidal.
Right.
And we're talking probably like 2 pennies per every play. Like, that ain't no money.
Yeah,
there's no money in streaming for the artist. Now, for the guys above the artist, for the fucking all those.
Yeah, the ones cutting.
The ones cutting the check and shit like that, they get banked, bro.
Yeah, they fucking
sit back
everybody.
and doing nothing.
They fucking everybody. The biggest rappers are getting raped.
It's a shame because music is so. It moves culture. It moves everything that happens in this fucking world, from fucking politics to whatever. Like, it brings people together. It tears people apart. It does so much.
Yeah.
On a day to day, like, I can't imagine not being able to listen to music or listen to something,
Yeah, exactly.
on a day to day, like I do.
Right. Shitty.
Could you imagine how fucking boring it would be you imagine watching a scary movie? It'd just be this dumb bitch walking down the hallway,
yeah,
like
just walking
what the
down
fuck,
with
like,
no fucking piano eeriness,
right? Nothing,
like not making me shake or nothing
right.
like
but
that.
then
yeah.
people don't even understand that that's also somebody composing all that shit in the back. Them fucking noises or them fucking
Scoring
shit,
that
right?
shit,
They're
yo.
scoring it and they're fucking making you like, oh shit. It's
Mhm.
not the fucking fact that she's walking down and there's a
Yeah.
possibility there's somebody
No,
there. It's that
this
music
shit,
behind
yup,
it. Like,
along
oh
with it, yup,
shit.
with the eeriness, yup.
Right. People don't fucking look at shit
Yeah.
like that.
That's why I motivate and like anybody that loves me, like for you to be I say nowadays, for you to be happy with a music career, you either gotta have low standards or you gotta love the shit out of music.
Right.
Because all the rappers out there now you see that's blinging and flashing and shit like that. To me, like, you know, I'm talking about the dudes that are popping right now, but not dudes that made it. You understand? I'm not
Right.
talking about the Drakes, the Kendricks, the Meeks. I'm talking about Lil Yachty's.
Lil Yachty made it.
Yeah, he
Lil
got
Yachty
a deal,
got a Sprite
but
deal.
like
He made it.
like NBA YoungBoy.
Yeah.
You know, NBA YoungBoy getting a fucking bag too, but all these dudes, A Boogie, PNB Rock, all
Right.
these dudes that's in that
They're in the middle.
in that
They made it as
tier.
artists,
Yeah.
but they haven't made the next step to
they're in
become
a-
icons.
yeah,
they're not
in a lower
icons.
tier.
There you
yeah,
go.
them. They're. I believe you go as far as where your standards are. I feel like and if the reason why you see them happy or whatever is because they cool with, which is not fine because the money's good, it's still good money, but they
Right.
cool with $500,000 after taxes. They cool with 200. I mean, 2 mil a year after taxes, which
Shit.
you know if they making that.
Right.
If they making that, and that's because either they standards are low or you love the shit out of music like I do.
Right.
If you love music, make music. But my advice to everybody that's making music and the young dudes that's coming up want to make music, morph into creators.
Right.
Make music, but you still gotta feed the family. You still gotta put money in your fucking pocket. With all the output, work wise, you know that artists put in, what they paying us ain't shit. Like what they paying artists back ain't shit. Like it's not worth your work. It's not. It really ain't worth your artistry.
A club will fill a show up, and nobody in that show got paid.
Exactly.
But people came to see those artists.
Yeah.
Clubs making money off of you guys.
Exactly.
Just shit like that. That shit happens so fucking often, man.
Mhm.
It's out of this world how often shit like that
Yeah, bro.
happens.
It's crazy, bro. That's why I tell people, listen, create shit. Just be a creator. Just find different shit that inspire you or that you're interested in, and then, you know, just blow it up in however you see it in your mind. That idea, just come up with ideas and create a show, create
Right.
anything, whether it's a daycare, whether it's whatever, a school like LeBron or something like that, whatever it is, because this shit sometimes could get dark, like the music game or whatever. I know, listen, on a lower level, sometimes I be on some fuck this shit, I don't want to do this shit.
Right.
So I can only imagine them dudes that made it, that they got a fucking slave master over them with a
Yeah, that's
contract, and they
crazy.
like, damn, yo, I gotta make another album because this how this shit works. When
Yeah.
when your album flops, that's how when your album flops. This is a quick little breakdown, a dumbed down breakdown, because I don't even know everything fully either. When your album flops, right? Let's say you're signed to a record label, which means that they're basically loaning you money. It's like a $2 million deal, but
Give you an
your
advance.
money is a fucking loan. It's a budget. That's a budget deal. That's what they
You
give.
gotta make that back, right?
You gotta make that back. What if your album flops like Lil Yachty's did,
Or Pierre Bourne.
or anybody album that flops? Now that shit, the back end. If they don't get their back end, that rolls over to the next album. They don't forget about that debt, about what did it make. Oh, it flopped or whatever. We'll do better than the next album. No. Your next album better be fucking hot because that's what's gonna pay for that debt. You'll be lucky if you even make money off of that fucking album. Let alone the performances is probably performing all the touring is probably what's paying your debt from flopping on the first album.
And then what's crazy is, let's say you are independent and you do make hot music. They're gonna stop you from being on shows just because they can.
Yeah.
They literally control the market. They cornered the market.
Exactly.
And it's just they're not gonna as an artist or as whatever you are.
Yeah.
So you gotta focus on your royalties. You gotta focus on that contract. Make sure that shit's correct.
Yeah.
Just as that's in anything.
Yeah.
I mean,